I could also feel all the bone spurs as he moved it. So I pray and nothing happens. Praxis is an initiative of Youth for Christ Canada in which disciples of Jesus are given the opportunity to see, do, and become bold and dangerous in the areas of prayer and evangelism. Here are some Praxis stories from our recent trip to the Boots and Hearts Music Festival. I hope you enjoy them.
So it's Saturday night and we're at Boots and Hearts and a crew of us are going around and we're praying, we're sharing the gospel with people and so forth. And it's kind of neat because we end up going and we're approaching this group and this group is just, you know, you could tell they've been having a good time.
Then later in the evening, there was a bunch of us going around and a girl came up and called out and said, "Hey, do you have any Tums?" And we said, "No, we don't have Tums, but we got something better than Tums."
She asked, "Well, what's that?" And I said, "Jesus, let me pray for you and he'll make it better." And her response was,
And so we went over and talked to her and prayed for her. And then also there's another girl on the ground, and she was just feeling like she needed to have love. And so we were able to just pray love into her, and she was so profoundly impacted. Then the girl with the Tums all of a sudden was healed. She didn't need that Tums anymore. And so another girl comes running up to me and says, "I got a really sore throat. Can you pray for me?" So I put my hands on her throat, and she prayed. She stepped back, and then she says, "It's gone. It's gone."
And there's this one guy, and he's got a messed up knee. And it was just neat because, you know, as a group, we prayed for him.
So I'm sitting with this 25-year-old guy who's saying profane things, and he stops and he looks up at me and he says, "You're really serious about this Jesus stuff, aren't you?" And I told him, "Absolutely, man. God loves you and has a purpose for your life." And he's like, "Well, God doesn't love me, man." He's like, "I was in an accident and I have a damaged knee and a damaged ankle, and it's really, you know, impacted my life." And I was like, "I'm gonna pray for you, and Jesus is gonna heal you tonight." He was like, "Yeah, right." So I put my hand on his knee. He's like, "You're serious?" I said, "Absolutely." And he said, "Well, at least feel my knee." So as my hand is on his knee, he started to move it, and I could feel the actual metal that was put in his knee and his ankle in order to correct it. I could also feel all the bone spurs as he moved it. So I pray and nothing happens. And I'm like, "Okay, man, no worries. I'm gonna pray again." So I put my hand on his knee again and I pray. And I'm like, "Test it out, man." Nothing happens. And I'm like, "Doesn't matter. I'm gonna pray one more time." So I pray and again, nothing happens. We're standing there just a minute later. My team's talking to this group of people. He's standing there actually holding 2 drinks. And as he's standing there telling us about why he doesn't believe in God and all this kind of stuff, he also looks down at his drinks, looks up at us and goes, "Someone take these from me." So one of my team members grabs both of his drinks and he's standing there, and all of a sudden he says, I'm new. And he starts moving his knee. And he's like, "God healed my knee. It doesn't hurt anymore."
And then lifting Adam up onto his shoulders and then doing squats.
And he hauls up one of his guys on his shoulder and walks about 200 meters with this guy on his shoulders. And he says, I don't feel anything anymore.
This guy who had just been healed carried me for about 200 meters to a whole other part of the camping ground where the concerts were being held. And it was just, it was incredible. So I just want to share that story to say, like, Jesus is real and he loves people. He loves them, period. And he's looking for boldness in his followers to do the same thing he did so that other people would taste and experience the goodness of God in the face of Jesus Christ.